All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba Shem Rakah Kwadash. Shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, Adawan Ratazah, this will be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And we spoke on this briefly at camp, and I wanted to expound on it a little bit more. And that, as you can see, basically, well, we believe through the spirit that Iran had nuclear capabilities through the spirit, per Ezekiel 38, which I'm gonna, I got a couple of scriptures on deck. That being one of them. We know Gog and Magog, Russia is being a defense unto these nations, primarily these BRICS nations. And but like that, I'm gonna go into Ezekiel 38, but again, we believe that they've been had nuclear capability, but now they're openly saying they're gonna expand it. So this is a news clip. I'm not gonna play it. I just wanted you to read. You can do your own due diligence. Matter of fact, a couple of days ago they were displaying their missiles. So things are getting hot and heavy, man. Things are rapidly intensifying in Western Asia, the Middle East. All right, the third woe is coming quickly. The war drums are beating louder than ever. So it says Iran announces new nuclear move, and it says new threat to Israel ? So it says Iran becomes nuclear weapon power in secret. Iran shocks West and IAE with new nuke move. So let's read some of the description. Iran has declared the expansion, okay? So I believe through the spirit that they've already had nukes, but now they're openly talking about it, and they're saying, they're going to expand it further. So it says Iran, and remember that was a big thing with Iran. They wanted inspectors to go over there and make sure that they weren't advancing their nuclear program. The West was always worried about that, So it says Iran, and we know, as I'm going to go back into Ezekiel 38, the Iranians descend from the Persians, all right? In ancient times, they were known as the Persians, A good example of who they were is in that movie 300. Xerxes, with the Spartans, those Persians are the Iranians. A warlike people. They were also known as the Immortals. You see, so they're a force to be reckoned with. So it says Iran has declared the expansion of its nuclear program. Matter of fact, Iran is pretty much the superpower as far as the Arabs, the Arab world, which we know Arab means mixed. They're a mixed group of people comprised primarily of Ishmaelites and Elamites, right? But you got other nations, but Arab means mixed, right? But Iran, like America is the superpower of the West, Russia's the superpower, is the real superpower, but right under them is Iran. Especially, that's Iran keeps saying, you mess with some of these Arab worlds, we're going to attack you, and that's what's going on, right? So Iran has declared the expansion of its nuclear program, a move seen as a direct response to a critical resolution passed by the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA. Tehran unveiled advanced centrifuges for uranium enrichment, with Iranian Parliament Speaker Mohammad Galibaf, if I said that right, confirming the development. So they're not hiding it anymore. It's out in the open. The IAEA resolution adopted during its Board of Governors meeting criticized Iran's lack of transparency in its nuclear activities, the hypocrisy. We already know, everybody in the world knows that Israel is a nuclear power. But are they openly telling anybody what the hell they're doing or what they possess? No, they keeping all that shit under wraps. The hypocrisy, you know? It's no fun when the rabbit has the gun. So it says, while 19 countries voted in favor, China, the BRICS alliance is who's going to be in favor, not the West. While 19 countries voted in favor, China, Russia, and abstention, Slovakia, and Venezuela abstaining from the vote entirely. Iran views the resolution as politically motivated and an attack on its sovereignty. This move raises concern among Western powers and Israel, who perceive Iran's nuclear advancements as a significant security threat. Amid escalation tensions, Tehran continues to resist international pressure, further straining global diplomatic efforts to address its nuclear program, because the king's hearts are in the hands of the Lord. You know, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is the rivers of water. He turneth it eversoever way he will. And Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's purpose is for these nations to go to war, and then on top, and then click up and shoot arrows upon America and Israel. Okay, America and Israel are the only two nations that are going to be completely destroyed. Okay, other places on the earth are going to get rocked and pelted, but the primary destruction is going to be upon this whore, America, Babylon the Great, and Israel. As it is written, the bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. That land, our land, Jerusalem, Palestine, that land, strangers inhabited. They're devouring that land in our presence. That land is defiled. You got the greatest Happy People parade every year in the stink city, Tel Aviv. You know. So the Lord has to sweep that place also with the besom of destruction. You know, the fire is going to purify that land. You know, and we in them times, baby. War drums are beating louder than ever. I don't want to make this too long. The whole chapter is good. You know, when I'm going to get straight to the point. Joel chapter 3 and 9. Start at 9. Salakia. Matter of fact, I start at, I'm going to jump around. Salakia. The whole chapter is good, but I'm going to jump around. Let me make sure it's recording. Salakia. So it says, Joel 3 and 1. For behold, look, in those days were in these days, and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Yehoiada, Judah, and Jerusalem, both kingdoms, northern and southern kingdom. You know, we're becoming one stick in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's hand again. You know, the envy of Judah and Ephraim is departing. You know, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is gathering the outcast, the dispersed of Yasharallah. And what's gathering us? This word. And that's how come we know the end is coming. It's coming quickly. It says, I will also, so this, Simon, how you say the word? Simultaneously, as New Jerusalem is being built right in front of you, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is gathering the remnant, the elect. He's also doing something else, because the Lord is manifold. He's the ultimate chess player. Okay? You know? It says, so this, as we're being gathered, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is reproving us, refining us, and setting us in order in front of these devils. He's also about to bring the hammer down upon them. I will also gather all nations for what? This third world's war. It's coming quickly. And will bring them, I will also, Joel 3 and 2, I will also gather, we're in these times, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, and will plead with them. We look that word plead up, it means judge. You know? And will plead with them for my people. This is why nobody wants to address why all these things are happening, why the nations are going to war, why the economies collapse. Nobody wants to address the elephant in the room. The reason why all these things are happening on the earth primarily is because of what you've done to the Lord's chosen people. A payback is coming, okay? A recompense, judgment. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel, Yasharallah, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Again, strangers are in our land. They're devouring our land in our presence. You see? And all these nations had a hand in our downfall. All 17 nations. That's why they're all going into captivity. And they have cast lots for my people. Again, the spirit then resurfaced again. It wasn't just the transatlantic slave trade. There was also the sub-Saharan slave trade. And again, all you nations, 17 heathen nations, had a downfall, had a hand in our downfall, man. That's why you're going to pay. And they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine that they may drink. Yeah, they made merchandise of us, sent gifts one to another, completely destroyed us, spoiled us. But it was the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, who gave Jacob as a spoil to the robbers. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai did, But now the time is the time where Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is redeeming us, bringing us back. And he's about to punish all our adversaries. It says, yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? Are you going to pay the Lord back for what you did? You can't, first and foremost, which the Lord is going to say. You can't. He don't want nothing. He wants your soul, man. He wants you to drink the same cup we had to drink, but double of it. You see? And that's why he's hardening these nations' heart. He's hardening primarily Esau's heart. The king of Babylon, he's hardening Pharaoh's heart, as he did of old, so that he can bring this harsh judgment upon him. Okay? You see? You got some of these Edomites, they were talking about giving us reparations and doing right, so on and so forth. But you see that it never comes to fruition. Why? Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is hardening these damn heathens, so that he can destroy them. It says, Salakia, will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me, even if you were, right? The Lord don't want it. Swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold and have carried away and carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah, Yahweh, and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither you have sold them, primarily in the Americas. The bulk of the Israelites went to the Americas, primarily the U.S. of A., Babylon the Great, the whore that sitteth upon many waters, that's about to be burnt with fire. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them. We were the first commodity on the United States Stock Exchange in good old New York City, the Big Apple. Ebos, Negroes for sale. A payback is coming for that. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will, Salakia, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, Yahweh, and they shall sell them to the Sabeans, to a people afar off, to a people far off, for the Lord Yahweh hath spoken it. This is the main point. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, the other nations. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Take all your finances, put all your effort, not into agriculture, not into building up your economy. Your main focus, put it in your military industrial complex. Furthermore, make missiles, make nukes, make intercontinental ballistic missiles. You know? You know? Start a fucking arms race to destroy yourself. Assemble yourselves, and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Again, that's what plead means. Judgment day. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. It's reached the sins of heaven. Their sins have reached the heavens. It's entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, the Lord of armies. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the Lord of hosts. Multitudes, the slain of the Lord shall be many. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is near in the valley of decision. So that's the point on that. Let's get some more. Let me see. I'm going to jump around Ezekiel 38 also. And the word, Salaki, the damn weather change. You know, it's hot, now it's cold. It's fucking earth is out of whack, man. You know, but these are part of the plagues. Ezekiel 38, and the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, the Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him, the Russians. Because guess what? The Russians are just a means to an end. Because the Russians are Edomites also, heathens. They're our adversary, you know? But the Lord is using them to destroy themselves. And thus the bear, thus saith the Lord Adawan Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. Like Putin was saying, you Americans, you black Americans, come over to Russia. You know what I'm saying? You know? And now we ain't going over there. Because you a goddamn demon your goddamn self. You know what I'm saying? You the enemy also. So it says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth in all thine enemy, in all thine army. And the hooks into the jaws represent what? Because remember, this is not the first time America and Russia, were about to lock arms, get into a conflict. You had something called a Cold War, the Cuban Missile Crisis, but that dissipated, the USSR broke up, dismantled. They thought Russia was weak. They would make mockery of Russia, but Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai put the hooks back in them. Russia said, Putin, with the interview with Tucker Carlson, said, they focused on their military. It's prophetic. And they even tried to bring the West into it, but the West was too proud. Their look was more stout than the rest of their fellows, but that was all prophetic. So what did Russia do? They turned to their neighbors, which is going to, Persia, Ethiopia, Libya. They turned to these weaker nations, North Korea. And I read it, let the weak say I am strong now, but that was all prophetic. Now Russia's mighty again, they're a force to be reckoned with, they're the big bad, America's losing its hegemony. It's looking like Russia's rising up, but we know that's not going to be long lived. The Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is returning, and he's the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. Every tongue and every knee is going to bow and confess the Lord. Again, they're just a means to an end. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, all taught, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. So they about to, and that's what you're seeing. How do you say it? Letting out all the stops. They're showing you everything, testing it, and they perfecting it. I forget one of the brothers. I forget Salaki who's mentioned it, but Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has this devil perfecting the sword. You know, testing, because those arrows, they're not going to break their ranks. They're not going to thrust one another. They're going to hit their mark with precision, accuracy, and you're seeing it. You know, beautiful, beautiful to behold, man. Beautiful times that we're living in. And it says with all sorts of armor, right? All sorts. They're gonna show you drones, all your everything. They're not gonna hold anything back. Everything, even Babylon, America, they're gonna use their lasers, their robot dogs, the fucking Captain America soldiers. What they gonna everything, man. All bets are off. All lines are crossed. The gloves are off. There's no like, don't do that, and like how they had the Geneva War Convention, and you can't attack civilians, and nah, fuck that. All bets are off, man. And matter of fact, furthermore, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai said he's gonna put the spirit in the Medes to not regard silver nor gold. It's gonna become personal. It is becoming personal. The Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is gonna put his anger upon these nations, man, to destroy one another. It says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them. Again, Persia, this is the main point of the lesson. Persia are the Iranians, man. Okay? Ethiopia, Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer, and that's why you saw Russia giving them S-400s and missile defense systems. All this prophecy been in play. But now the war drums are getting beaten louder than ever, because now it's time. They've already been preparing. Now it's time to go to war. The battlefield has been blessed through the Spirit. It says Gomer. And all his bands, the house of Togomar. And matter of fact, Turkey is breaking stop communication with the West. So we right there, man. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared. That's why they've been doing more and more joint military drills. China, Russia, and all these BRICS nations, doing war drills and zipping by one another, flying over the aircraft carriers real low. We in them times, man. Shit is getting, bad. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company. And that's why Putin is confident. He knows what he has, the power of what he has. He says it's unstoppable. I believe he knows it's prophetic. And he don't want to do it because he knows mutual assured destruction. But the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has already ordained it to go out for this to play out like this. Everybody think he's bluffing and he's playing games. He ain't bluffing. He's doing his best to restrain himself, man. But they keep poking the bear. He gonna lash out, and he's gonna be justified, and he's not gonna be alone. He's coming with a great company of nations. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Because the main guard of the BRICS nations are Russia. That's why Iran, they're confident. North Korea, they're not scared anymore. The bully on the block. America, the hammer of the earth. So, a couple more. Salak, a little bit longer than I expected, but it is what it is. Straight to the point. Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. All these nations are prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour. Why is he gathering the nations? Why are these nations being gathered for war? This is the anger of the Lord for what you did to the apple of his eye. That I may gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation. That's indignation means righteous anger. Even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Beautiful times that we're coming into. And Salak, I gotta for IUIC, I gotta, and this doesn't mean the whole earth is gonna explode like the Death Stars. The earth ain't gonna explode into smithereens, you know? Certain parts of the earth are gonna be on fire, you know? Primarily Babylon the Great and Palestine, what they call the Holy Land, okay? Those are the primary places that are gonna get pelted with fire, you know? Because we know the scriptures say the earth abided forever. And that fire is the ultimate cleaning agent. It's going to terraform the earth. Okay? So I'm going to close out here. Isaiah 13:1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift thee up a banner, the banner of the scriptures, upon the high mountain. This is the flag. A banner is like a flag, right? And this is the scriptures. This is the flag that we're waving. And the flag is what? Heralding in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Yahushua Hamashiach, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the conquering Lion of Judah. You know? We're waving the flag before our Lord returns. You see? So it says, lift thee up, and then, matter of fact, that's when you bring out the flag, when you go into war. All right? So it says, lift thee up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice, and that's what we do. Week in and week out. Cry aloud. You know? Lift up our voice like a trumpet on the highways and the byways, you know, digital and physical, you know. Lift thee up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand. Again, when you shake the hand at somebody, you're telling them off, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitudes in the mountains, like as of a great people. Notice it says like as. It's a simile. You know, it's comparing the missiles, that Lord's arrows, as an army. Okay? The noise of a multitude in the mountains. I'm a botch it. Every battle of the warrior is fought with confusion, loud noises, and garments rolled in blood, roughly paraphrasing. But this shall be fought with burning and fuel of fire. You see? The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Where? In the valley of Yehoshaphat. The Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the Lord of armies, mustereth the hosts of the battle. They come from a far country. What's coming? What's coming? Them ICBMs, them hypersonic missiles. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord Yahweh, and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land of America, Babylon the Great. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is at hand. See? The day of the Lord is not a day of rainbows, lollipops, hugs and kisses, butterflies and rainbows. It's a dark day, a gloomy day, a horrific time, a day of weeping, wailing, and gnashing of teeth, a day of destruction, doom and gloom, and it's drawing nigh. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth, because that signifies the baby being born, which is the kingdom. Okay? Right now you have the Braxton Hickses, which are false contractions, which are going to lead to what? The water breaking, which is Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, you know? And then what's going to happen once the water breaks? The real contractions are going to start. The real plagues, the real judgments are going to come non-stop. And they're going to come closer and closer, more intense and more intense. And then after a while, what's going to happen? The baby's going to start crowning, and then the baby's going to come forth. Through much tribulation, we shall enter into the kingdom. And they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Talking about those Lord's arrows, those missiles. We're With their tail they do hurt. The powers in their heads, you know. Behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, America, Babylon the Great, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. I got to read some more. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, not any old man, an Israelite man. All right? And an Israelite man that has this truth in him, that has that thawah around him, that spiritual mark of exemption. All right? I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir, which is America. Therefore will I shake the heavens. The scriptures say the earth is going to rock to and fro like a drunkard. And what's going to do that? The impact of those missiles. Therefore will I shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, and in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, in the day of his fierce anger. Amen. It's going to be a horrific day, terrifying, and we don't want no parts of that. That's why we have to keep pushing, keep fighting, because we're close. Shalom. Wa abad babal. Kwam Nesharallah.